Magic Johnson. So I'm gonna just get right into it. I'm gonna get right into it. And put on there. Kind of just start off. First of all, let me go back. Let me get off of that.
Get off of that.
Welcome back. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Been gone. Everybody been really working on they self and building and getting better, which is always a good thing. It's a good thing to get better. So I appreciate. So it's a good thing. So how Happy New Year? What did you do for the New Year? What did you do?
I continue with the same stuff that I did the year before, just building on it.
Oh, I mean, I was actually saying like, what did you do for that day, the New Year?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, that's what I was
Absolutely
asking.
nothing.
I wasn't trying to. You got philosophical.
I got
You got
philosophical.
deep. You got
I
deep.
gotta realize who's asking me a
Yeah,
question.
yeah. I just was saying, what did you do? I mean, I just did regular black people, regular black people stuff. Yeah, I got drunk. I sat in there. I tried to have sex. Listen. So now that we're back, and you are Michael Perkins, and I'm Vince Perkins, and this is Opinions Are Like podcast.
Yes.
Um, you have a unique view on a lot of things, but this thing in particular of saying that you need to have it before you have her is kind of saying that you are saying that guys need to be 80% in their purpose before they get into a relationship with a woman.
Certainly, certainly.
And I don't disagree. I don't agree. It's a gray area.
It's a gray area.
It's a gray area. It's a gray area. But I want, before I say a couple stories, I just want you to define what 80% in your purpose is. Define what are you saying that guys have to be before they get into a relationship. Define what you mean.
Okay, so there's four basic things that I think that any man should be aiming for. Four basic things, and we're talking about stability. Obviously, we're talking about finances, having it being financial stability. I mean, of course, other things, but the women have spoken. They're not budging from that as a standard. So, I mean, I just feel like you should I certainly think you should be 80%. Now, the four things that I know that you should have together is you should be completely out of debt. One, you should be out of debt. Debt doesn't help you get to, building your net worth, having your net worth be high or where it needs to be. So you need to be completely out of debt.
Okay.
And
Two.
two is you need to be investing consistently. Investing consistently is just, knowing your number, knowing how much you need to get to that 2, 3, 4 million, whatever you need to know that number. You need to be investing that consistently every check, every month, whatever. The third thing is you need to have insurance on everything. So that's life, health, car, house, whatever. You need to have all that insurance and you need to have it consistent. You know what I'm saying? Nothing lapsing, you know what I'm saying? And you need to use it as well. You know what I'm saying? So, dental, vision, glasses, you need to have all that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got dental. Okay, go ahead. Four.
And then fourth, own the house that you stay in.
Okay.
You know,
So I'm gonna tell I'm reason why I'm on the fence about, you need to have it before you have her. You need to be 80% in your purpose before you have a relationship. So story time. Can I tell a story?
certainly, I'm listening.
Okay, I'm gonna tell a story. So I heard someone say that they couldn't be with someone because they were too headstrong. Now, this was a woman saying that they couldn't be with a man because she was too headstrong. Okay, I get it. So, meaning that I'm headstrong, and this is what the meaning was, meaning that I'm headstrong, so I can't I'm not the type of person to be told what to do. I'm not the type of person that's just gonna just be, you can't just tell me what to do and I do it. I'm too headstrong, so that's why I can't be in this particular relationship or be with this particular person. Which is, I said, now that's fair. If that's how you feel, that's fair. you're headstrong.
Certainly.
My thing is that okay, so are you now this I'm gonna go extreme with my example. I'm being extreme. So are you the same headstrong if you're with LeBron James? If you're with LeBron and LeBron says, I'm gonna need you in the house at 6 p.m. Now I'm being extreme. But if he says that, are you still headstrong or are you understanding the situation and saying, I need to be in the house by 6 because I'm not about to lose LeBron. LeBron is my man. He making the money. I'm going to do what he say. Or are you headstrong and saying, 6, I'm not doing that. I at least some stay out till 9 or 10. Are you? Because
is it an ethic or is it a tactic? Go ahead.
my thing is that don't then say, well, no, that's different if it's LeBron and I'm coming in at 6. That's fine. But my thing is that, well, then you're not headstrong. You just ain't gonna do what you're supposed to do or what's asked of you unless a guy is LeBron. You know, like I said, this is an extreme example, but that doesn't make you headstrong. That just means you're not gonna listen to somebody unless what he said is 80% in their purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make you headstrong. That just makes you a little bit immature or
a lot
of it immature because the game is the game. Now, why I don't all the way agree or all the way disagree is because, listen, that's fine if that's the game you want to play. If you want to play the game of I'm headstrong unless somebody got something, that's fine. But what you have to realize is that the game works both ways, meaning that if you're going to be headstrong because a guy doesn't have what you think he should have, that's fine. That's fine that you don't want to listen, that you don't want to do anything that's being said, that you don't want to contribute, that you don't want to blah, 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 blah. But when said guy gets the things that you feel like it's the 80% in their purpose and they really get themselves together, it's the game. Why then would that guy choose you? You can't say, oh, you leave us for Dominican, white, Puerto Rican, Spanish. You can't say that you leave us for that. But when we were trying to get in our purpose, you were headstrong. You didn't listen to anything. Well, that's fine. You can do that. But when we are where we think we should be, then we can choose. The game works both ways. You could either, because in my estimation, in my mind, the reason why I don't all the way agree is because if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, then in my example, I want to be treated like LeBron before I'm LeBron. I want to be listened to. I want to be treated as such high standard. Well, you ain't LeBron. I know. That's fine. But there's some people that you ain't too. I mean, if you want to play that game, but the problem is that the game is only fair to women one way. Right. That's not fair. Yeah. That's not fair. I don't want to play the game. But if we're playing the game, then I'm gonna play. But if we're not, I'm fine with that too. But don't be, oh, I'm headstrong until I get this, and I don't want to listen and I don't want to do nothing. But then now that somebody got something, you like, oh, I'll listen now. Well, I don't want you. Yeah. But I'll compare it to, it was very heartbreaking. And I mean, it was a movie. It was just The Pursuit of Happiness. I cried. I cried. Did you cry?
Yeah.
Okay, you weak as hell. But because you cried at the beginning, I waited to the end. But when in The Pursuit of Happiness, when Will Smith was like, when she was like, "What you gonna do?" And he was like, "I'm gonna be a," he ain't even want to say it. He was like, "I'm gonna be a stockbroker And she was like, well, they didn't have any applications for rocket scientists. That's just cold when somebody is trying to be something and you're mocking them and you're not assisting and you're not supporting. It's fine. That's fine that she did that. That's fine. The game goes, though, is when I become what it is that I'm trying to become, I'm not going to choose you. And you can't get mad and say, oh, you just leave people for white. You can't get mad because your attitude was that of such of,
I'm not listening anyway.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. So when I do get it, why would I choose you? And that's the game, though. If you're going to play the game, you got to play the game completely. You can't play half of the game.
Or only play the game as it relates to you having the advantage. You know what I mean? Like again, it's like, I mean, it's an inside joke, but it's the like, I light you up, you let me win type. It's like, hey, let me shoot the ball and make the shot. And then when it's time for me to play defense on you, don't play as hard. You know what I mean?
It's just not fair.
It's just not fair.
It's not
game
fair.
Works in your favor. But this is why I say have at least 80% of what you need to do from a financial standpoint done, because it eliminates the opposite. It eliminates the thing whereas she says, oh, you know what I mean, no applications for it eliminates that completely.
I know, it's not, but it's not fair. But you're right. You're right. But it's not fair that I think that you should be able to find a partner to build with. And I'm gonna let you finish. I understand what you're saying. I just think that it should be, when you see someone and you have a partner and you know that the trajectory is up and that we're trying to and we're building, you can see the trajectory going up. It should be a level of respect. It should be level of respect of saying like, okay, like I respect what you have done. I respect that you know how you carry yourself. I respect that, you work hard. I see it, mutually. And not just one way, both ways. I should be able to say, you should be able to tell me, don't do that because of this. And I know this, and I should be like, I appreciate that. I'm not going to do that. I should be able to listen just like, you should be able to. It should be the same thing. Unfortunately,
yeah, but like I think that what we do with a lot of times with women is that we make them virtuous in their standards as opposed to just understanding they're hypergamous. Hypergamy means that they want a man at their level or higher. So we can't keep trying to make them virtuous. Like, because you will hear women say, well, all I want is this, and then they'll speak to their standards, but their standards are this thing. Like I did the female delusional calculator with like a couple people with like 10, 15 women. And the female delusional calculator is you put in all the things that you want in a guy, you know what I'm saying, from a physical, standpoint, financial, whatever. And it's based on census data and CDC information. And it tells you how prevalent that guy is. Most of the women were less than 1%, you know what I'm saying, the guy that they were talking about. They make their standards so virtuous. They're not virtuous, they're hypergamous. So what I say is be 80% in your purpose so that you leave some wiggle room for you to have her come in and do some work and prove herself. But you're so far in your purpose that you are just plugging her in and you get to call the shots. And it's not to say that you want to just rule over somebody, but you have to be like as a leader, you have to be credible. You know what I'm saying? And women want credible guys. Look, I don't listen to their words. I look at their actions. Like a woman tells you time and time again, I'm picking, I want a man who, they complain about their man cheating or they complain about their man, you know what I'm saying, not keeping jobs or they complain about any number of things. You know what I'm saying? They want a man with a job. They want a man that ain't cheating. They want a man who ain't doing this and that. Okay, fine. If I look at the dudes you're having sex with, is that consistent with your standards? And if it's not, I'm not listening to you. You know what I'm saying? And not to say you're going to tell me the guys that you're having sex with, but if I can look at your baby daddy, for example, and he's none of those things, I'm not listening.
He don't got a job. He be cheating. Exactly. He smoke. He play the video game.
Right. Like if the dudes that you're having sex with are not consistent with the standards you say you have, then what you're essentially doing is that you're picking guys that you're attracted to and then hoping they have the other things. That's backward. You're supposed to pick the things that you say are most important to you and then work from there. And that's not what they're doing. I don't believe their words. I believe their actions. You're trying to, and I see what you're trying to do. You're saying I should be able to, but should and is two different things. Women have spoken. We've seen enough shows where as women get on, you know what I'm saying, and they say what they want. I believe them. You know what I'm saying? I believe them because when they are speaking candidly, they say they want a man that makes 6 figures, 6 feet. Da, 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 da. They say that's what they want. I'm not gonna argue with what they want. I'm either gonna meet the mark and get the woman, or not meet the mark and not get the woman to pick a lesser woman. Because I'm with it, but understand that when I get to that point, I have the choice. That's
what
it.
I'm saying. You could be. I'm meaning I'm with it. I'm with it. And then, but are you with it then?
Yeah, but that's the thing. They're not. And this is another thing that's happening too. They're telling our women specifically, because you did mention, oh, you just want to leave me for it. And really, it ain't really white women. It's really Hispanic women that you really got to worry about. Because I mean,
why would you say?
Hey, man, but I gotta say that it's the truth though. It's the truth. The truth is that that's the next progressive jump. It's not straight to white women, like, you know what I'm saying.
it's a smooth. It's a blend. You gotta blend it in. You don't go from black to white. You go from black to like brown.
To brown.
A little more light.
A little lighter.
He looking at you like you bugging.
Right.
You bugging, man. This nigga be thinking that type of shit is funny.
Right, but most of it is that once I do get I go back to my point. They're telling our women that their 20s are for fun. And really, no other race of women think that way. That's why other races of women are married like at least twice our women. So when we're talking about like, hey, you should be using your 20s to really be thinking about retirement. You should really be thinking about retirement. Dudes, your 20s are built for you to actually put your head down and work hard. And if you're actually picking guys based on potential, see, a lot of our women go to college. It's a gang of dudes in college, baby. If you picking on potential is right in front of you. I don't understand why most of y'all don't get a dude during that time. I mean, the 23 to 24, that's the time for you to be actually thinking about retirement, thinking about the consistency of a dude, thinking about his work ethic, thinking about how, you know what I'm saying, what his ethics and morals are. Those are the kind of guys. But the problem is that I always believe, and I believe this to be true, you know what I'm saying? You see it. I believe their actions. They're picking from the top 20% of dudes based on demographic. You know what I'm saying? So like the top 20% in Detroit versus the top 20% in LA, for example. It's going to be different, obviously, right? Like you could take the top 20% from Detroit and put it in LA and they might not even make the top 20%.
Correct.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the problem is that enough women are choosing from the top 20%, and they understand that these guys get a lot of women, have a lot of options, have all of the things in their favor, and they want that guy to be then faithful to them. And it's just like, well, hold up. Now you're just being selfish. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that this guy should cheat, but I'm saying like, what do you and then say this to a woman? Say this to a woman.
Don't say it. Don't say that. Don't say it. Don't say it. Wait a minute. Don't say it. Don't say it. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Say it.
What are you with?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Why should he pick you? Because and this is the problem I have. He meets your standard. Like again, with that female delusional calculator, most of the women that were picking, that were choosing all the things, oh, he at least got to be 5'11", 6 feet or whatever. Or he at least got to make this amount, or he got to be at least this. Okay, fine. Your standards granted. Now we find that this dude is 0.7% of the population. Why should he pick you? I'm a vibe. It's like I don't. I'm a vibe. I'm straight. Like that's the problem. And they're telling our women to pick outside. Like our value propositions are pretty clear. Like ours is pretty clear. Provisions, protection, direction. You want a leader, you want a provider, and you want somebody who can get stuff out the way and protect you, give you security and safety. Well, women's a value proposition, and again, that's not all we provide, but that's going to be on the table. That's the barrier. That's barrier to entry. Women's value proposition is their youth, their beauty, and their fertility. Two of those things leave you after a while. So you can't keep trying to choose at age 30, 35. Like it's just like the average age of getting married is in your like mid to late 20s. You know, and again, our women aren't really even marrying at that big of a rate. So it's like you got to start giving yourself the opportunity to be in a target-rich environment. And another thing that's happening is that the women who are 30, who are failing, you know, at this thing here, they're not telling the 20-year-olds that, hey, baby, don't do what I did. They're telling them to do exactly what they did to get the same outcome that they get. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I say 80%. And then look, it takes the pressure off of her to be this thing, because if you got everything together and she's even making just average money for a black woman that's $37,000 a year, if she's even bringing that in and you got everything done, everything she brings is a plus. She just gotta like not have a lot of debt. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of the pressure off of your life, because really what you want is to be comfortable at least. That's why I say have most of that stuff done, because by the time you get to a woman, you get to call the shots. And it's not about, again, dominating. It's about leading. Again, I've never heard anybody who played on the team with LeBron complain, with the exception of probably like Kyrie Irving. But like mostly everybody is like, nah, that's my guy. Especially the younger guys. The younger guys still have handshakes with him. You know what I'm saying? Because his leadership is just that. It's not about dominating you. It's about putting you in a position to be the best version of yourself. Everybody who leaves LeBron gets a payday.
So do you feel like it exists? Does it exist to not have, have it before you have her, meaning that you don't have the 80%? And does it exist? That's all I'm asking.
It exists, but on the law, averages no.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? On the law, and this is why women are not built to build. Women are built to help. They're built to assist. They're built to nest. They're not built to build. That's not their purpose. So when they say, I want a man I can build an empire with, of which shut the hell up with that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Because most of them are in debt, man, up to their fucking eyeballs. Like, it's just like get out of debt first before you start talking about building a fucking empire. Like, whatever. But it's like but it's like, no, because on the law of averages, most women, like only our women are told strong, independent black women don't need no man. It's not
That's
strong,
tough.
independent. A Mexican woman don't need no man. Strong, independent Italian woman don't need it. It's never none of that. It's just our women, which is why our women are failing at this part. You know what I'm saying? They're failing at that part. They're failing at that part because they are adopting this mantra. And then when you don't get a man, you just said you don't need one. By the way, let's throw that out there. You just said you don't need one. And then it's a bunch of other stuff that's included, but let's just keep it there because I don't want to mention that other stuff. It's just like, you understand that this is not meant for you to be by yourself. Nobody wants to be alone, man. Like, you do the things that allow you to have, like the young lady who said, I'm headstrong. It's just like, all right, then be by yourself.
And it's just like, it's that. And then it's the flip side. And I'm going to say this quickly and I'm going to get out of here. But then it's the flip side of a woman saying, well, I don't care what you have. You still not telling me nothing. And saying, I don't care if you LeBron, I'm not coming in at no time. You ain't gonna tell me. And it's just like, first of all, you're lying. That's first. Let's just put that on the ground, on the floor. You're a liar. Because if LeBron say be in at 6, you got an alarm set for 5:15, and you telling everybody that I got to get out of here, and you flipping and rolling. You in by 5:30 because you want to make sure ain't no traffic hitting you. You doing it. But let's say you are that headstrong, then you just stupid.
Dumb.
That's just dumb to throw away. When he say come home at 6, to throw away the whole relationship because you want to be headstrong. That's just stupid. That's just dumb. Because it's just like, obviously, I ain't saying if you got, first of all, you don't have a job, LeBron. But I'm saying bar anything crazy. If somebody tell you to do something, bar anything crazy. If someone tells you to do something, you should do it. Bar anything crazy to me. Like, you should do it.
If your man or your husband is telling you to do something,
you should do it.
It's
like it shouldn't be nobody tell me what to do. What you mean do it? They know I ain't you. What about it? Ain't no what?
Man,
what?
Have a good day. Have a good day. Man, I had this the saying from, I think it was Batman Begins, where he was like, I don't have to kill you. I don't have to save you. Like, I don't have to beat you over the head with the stats and the numbers and all that stuff. I just don't have to be with you. I don't have. I call it failure at this point. You know what I'm saying? I call it failure at this point. There's no way around it. I call it failure at this point. You know what I mean? But if you're not gonna listen, look,
that's tough.
I don't have to beat you over the head. I don't have to argue with you. I'm not arguing with you. You won. You right. I'm wrong. I don't have to save you.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. Have a good day. And this is the thing. And like, I'll try to put some of the links to some of the stuff I'm saying. It's reported, like, according to CNBC, as of 2019, 60% of Black women are not and have nothing invested for retirement. Nothing. And they lead in that. Almost double, like the median is like 30% without them. The median is around 30%. You know what I'm saying? But like they're not having a lot to invested. They're having a lot of debt. You know what I'm saying? Not really making as much money as everybody. They're giving them, like in the greater Atlanta area, they're trying to give Black women, single Black women, universal basic income. Like they're not doing all this stuff because y'all doing well. And even for the ones that's doing well, look, I've dated women that made 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. It's like, oh, you may say that's crazy, but the amount of debt they had made it to where it was just irrelevant. It's like, so you're not gonna handle that? That's $250,000. You're not gonna handle none of that. Well, all right, then.
I'm good.
You're good. You think the government? And it's like student loan debts, stuff like that. I'm like, so you think the government not gonna come and get their money eventually? Okay, and 250 at 6%, dude. You have a good day. You have a good day. That's thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for letting me know up front that you ain't listening. You ain't getting rid of that debt. You ain't gonna do none of this. All right, cool. You won. I'm wrong. You right. Have a good day. Because it's not gonna work out.
So, Michael Perkins, I want you to now see. I was gonna go the other way, but I'm gonna go this way because I just came up with this. If you had to give advice to 30 to 40-year-old women, what would be your advice? Go.
All right. So what you should be doing is going from the things that are important to you, i.e., you want a man that's consistent, has a job, responsible, faithful, you know what I mean? Good father, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
Whatever those things are.
Okay.
You need to be starting from there and then working from there. Not dude who I will take my panties off first for, and then hoping he has those things. That's first.
That's a tough.
Hey, look, man. If you
blowing it for a lot of guys, but you gave that advice. A lot of guys gonna be. Let me tell y'all, if y'all want to see. Hello. Yeah, that. You won't get no more. Yeah, Michael Perkins said that. He told him, don't get a draws. Yes.
That's not what I said.
313-734-5281.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. You misconstrued what I said.
Okay, all right.
What I'm saying is that only picking guys you have genuine sexual desire for, and that be the barrier of entry, is a bad decision. It's bad because it doesn't give you the opportunity to get the other things because you're hoping for the other things as opposed to doing it the right way, which is picking for those things first. And then if you can fuck them face to face, that's good enough. That should be good enough. They want genuine desire though. And that's why the dudes at the top, that's why I say top 20%, because top 20% is the dudes who they just immediately would take their drawers off for, and they don't care if they got a job or anything like that. And that's fine. Look, if that's the way you picking, that's fine. It's just that need not apply for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just need not apply. Now,
you don't like it when they take their drawers off of you and they don't know you like that. I'm just asking. I don't know what's going on. That was a question of mine. You don't like that. You don't like it when they just take their drawers off of you and they don't know.
I am, but that's the thing.
Don't like it.
But I am who I am.
I don't know what that means. I asked you a question. Do you like it or not?
Okay, I'll do this for you. This for you. The things that I demand, the 4 things that I said are the things that I'm working toward. I'm not like I am who I am.
Okay.
So, and I'm a good guy. So I'm not worried about it. Stop it, man. Because you like, see, this be the problem.
I'm asking you a question that you didn't answer.
I'm not saying that they shouldn't give me draws.
Okay. Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
But see, that you're missing the point. The point is,
I got the point. I'm just trying
No. But okay, and then secondly, the best financial decision that any woman can make, even in 2022, the best financial decision that a woman can make is to marry a guy with a job. It's the best financial decision you can make.
You think they marrying guys without jobs?
No, they're not getting married. They're not getting married. The best financial, so that's better than the business that you're gonna open that's gonna fail. 80% of the time, businesses fail. You know what I'm saying? In the first 5 years.
That's tough.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, hit the thing. You know what I'm saying? It's better than that Forex trading MLM pyramid scheme that you're in.
I think Forex trading is working for some people.
It's working for some people, but most people are getting in it under somebody. So that's why it's like the actual model of Forex trading is not it's actually legit. It's just that the model, the business model, like, you know,
what else ain't working?
You trying to invest in crypto. Both of y'all don't know enough about crypto to even make that, you know what I'm saying, make that decision. All of these things that you all are doing are not as consistent as getting a man with a regular job. That's the best financial decision you can make, because single women spend more than married ones. You know what I'm saying? And our women are spending the most. You know what I mean? Our women, the average, and again, I'm gonna put all these links in the in the description. Our women are, even the women with degrees are averaging negative net worth. It's getting to the point of being ridiculous. It's like one of the it was in was it Black Enterprise? They gave the range, you know what I'm saying, from 20 to 39, and then from 40 to 59, and then from 60 and above. It's just like, it's so low to where it doesn't make sense that anybody's going to be able to retire. And these are women with degrees and without degrees. It's bad. The best decision you can make, you know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not talking about a guy that makes $100,000 a year. I'm not talking about a guy that makes I'm talking about a guy who makes 50 horse at FedEx. The best decision you can make is to be with a man that got a job consistently. I'm talking FedEx, I'm talking UP, I'm talking something regular. You know what I'm saying? Because that's residual income. That's residual income like a mug. That's the best decision you can make. And what women are trying to do nowadays is they're trying to, at 30 to 40, they're trying to clean up all the mistakes they made. It's like they're waiting for this $100,000 job when they can just get a $50,000 job that's going to hire them now. You know what I'm saying? And then they're saying, well, I'll go for this $100,000 job. And then they wait 1 year, 2 years. And they're like, look, I can make that up in 1 year with this $100,000 job. Then they wait another couple of years. And they're like, well, I can make it up in 2 years. And then it's 10 years. And it's just like, well, shit, let me go back to this $50,000 job. And it's no longer a $50,000 job. It's a $70,000 job. But they're not hiring you.
It's not available.
It's not available.
It's not available. No, it's a good analogy.
Yeah,
it's pretty good analogy. You're a pretty smart guy.
I'm all right. I'm all right. But that's the advice. Pick from qualities, you know what I'm saying, that you like, that are going to sustain a relationship, then work forward from there. And also understand that a man with a job is the best financial decision that you can make.
I think you helped a lot of people out right there. I think that was really sound advice. I think that was sound advice that you gave. I think you care. I think it was heartfelt. And I think that you really, like, no, I'm serious. Like, you laugh. I'm serious. I think that wasn't like a shot at anybody. I felt like it was heartfelt. It was caring. It was the like pyramid scheme part was no. It was your business is gonna fail. That's the part it was that part that made it kind of like. I get it. I'm just trying to tell you.
And let me say this too. Okay. Even the 20% that don't fail, they can still be operating at negative. Like, I worked in a brick and mortar bank. I know that some of these businesses that have been operating for a very long time can operate negative. They can just operate in the negative. That doesn't mean you're in the black. That just means your LLC didn't get closed. That's it. So even the 20% that like so-called didn't fail, like, I mean, I'm just saying, man. I want people to win. I'm not gonna lie.
It seems like you want a lot of people to win. It seems like that.
Yeah, I do. I do want people to win, man.
I don't have anything. I have nothing.
Well, look, man. Look. In closing, have most of that stuff done before you go to a woman, because realistically, they only respect results. Man. They only respect results. You know what I mean? A man, you know, got a plan with something in hand, and she'll understand. She's not going to.
What's the rap again? How does it go? If you got a plan,
man with a plan and something in hand, then she'll understand.
A man with a plan and something in hand, and she understand.
Yeah, she don't want to hear your stories.
She don't want to hear your stories, and ain't no glory. And if you don't come and you don't stay on the right path, you ain't gonna get no ass. And hey man, I like the rhyme too.
They don't want to, like I say, they don't want to hear your story. They don't want to hear. They believe in results. So if you can't present them with results, and look, we have a burden of production. Men have a burden of being producers. You have to have something.
I got another one. And if your name Fred, you already know what I'm saying.
Right. So just understand that I'm not saying, and I'm not saying that women are gold diggers. I'm not saying that women are horrible people. I'm saying ultimately this is who they are. Operate around it. You know what I'm saying? Operate with that understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, gravity is real. I can suggest that you not jump off a 50-story building. That doesn't mean I hate gravity. I just understand it. Like, gravity is gravity. Don't jump off a 50-story building. When you're dealing with women, understand that they're
kind of sound like you hating on gravity.
Nah, I'm saying understand gravity. You know what I'm saying? But don't listen to their standards and think that their standards are virtuous. You know what I'm saying? Their standards are not about.
So they lying.
They're not virtuous. They're lying. They're not virtuous.
They trying to act like, oh, I'm good. I can build. But it's just like, no, that's they lying.
Like that. I just want somebody who is just as well together as me. That's not what they want. They want a man that's better than them. That's what they want. They're not. Their actions prove that. I didn't know so many women. Like, if you ask the average woman how many of them have been proposed to, man, a lot of women have been proposed to, and a lot of women are just saying no.
I didn't know that.
But that's the crazy thing. You would think it's the other way because niggas don't want to get married. Men don't want to get married these days. And look, and the marriage laws suck. Let's be real. It's no protection for the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? It's no protection for the breadwinner. If you got a lot of money as a dude and you not signing no prenup and you got your life together, dude, you're an idiot.
That's something you going somewhere else right now.
No. I'm just saying, like, having your stuff together is also about understanding that you got to protect yourself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the insurance part.
That's the insurance part. And part of insurance is that prenup.
Insurance.
You know what I'm saying? Part of that is a prenup. And it's just, even with the laws being in favor of the woman for the most part, because men just average more money than women. Another lie that people keep telling, well, what about if the woman makes more money? Men are taller than women on average, like by 6 inches. When you go out, what do you generally see? You see men being taller than women, right?
On average, right?
You know what I'm saying? That's mostly what you see. Well, men make more money than women on average. So what do you think is most likely happening in these relationships? The man is making more, right? Because that's just on average what happens. They're lying. They're fucking lying. You know what I'm saying? So let's be real.
Go ahead.
I thought you go pull the thing. But let's just be real and let's be honest about it. What you want is a man that brings more than you. No shade, no problem. That's what you want. You play the game as such. You know
but if you do play the game, understand that the game works two ways. That's all I'm saying. Man. I don't want to play the game, but you're not gonna play the game, and then the game ain't gonna be played both ways. That's all I'm saying.
And this is the thing too. For you to be a woman playing the game at 30, I mean, again, it's like tough. I call the dudes an idiot if you got money and you ain't got no prenup and you ain't protecting yourself. Your woman trying to play the game at 30, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot because the 28-year-old version of you, if you're 35, the 28-year-old version of you, I'm sorry, man. Like you better be bringing some extra. And I know, see, like most of our women do still have kids too. They still have kids. It's like you want a stepdaddy too.
Yeah, we got
man. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying.
Say you didn't say. I didn't say you didn't say. You just going. You got to go. Why you
edit that last part out? Edit the last part out there. I'm sorry, man. Like I want people to win though, because I'm listening to people say things like I'm headstrong. It's just like, baby, I'm gonna tell you once, I don't have anything against what you feel, but if you're gonna say that you're headstrong at 32, 35, or whatever, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Like, I'm sorry. If you don't have no cooperation in you when you get to a man, you're an idiot. You're not playing the game correctly, baby. I'm sorry. You can't get to 30 and then now when you cute and you 22 and the nigga gonna deal with that shit, maybe. But But you can't be 35 talking that shit. You got to be out your mind. And like I say, most of them gonna have kids anyway. So I'm like, I gotta be a stepdaddy and
just take the kids out of it.
no. Kids in too.
I'm just saying, if you're saying that it ain't gonna work if they don't have kids, then there's no reason to put the kids in it.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. On top of that,
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You saying it ain't gonna work anyway.
Yeah,
So we might as well hit everybody.
You try to. I know what you try to do. I know what you try to.
You
do.
might as well.
You trying to save me like you think I need saved.
No, I'm not trying to save you. I'm saying that you already hit everybody.
Yeah, okay.
You hit everybody.
I hit everybody.
Now you can say it. And then you bitches don't got no hair. Bitches ain't got no hair. You ain't got no hair. It's like okay, you already you.
I hit everybody with the first.
Yeah, you hit
everybody. They get a little woozy. They get a little woozy.
This is a baseline. You saying 35 and plus? That's good enough.
That's good.
Now you saying
but no.
I know, but you
already hit him up. I get you.
Yeah, you already hit him up.
You're right. I'm wrong. So that's one time.
I'm just saying, there's no reason to do. There's no reason. Like, the motherfucker's dead, and you still.
No. But like I said, I want people to win, man.
I'm Vince Perkins. Mike Perkins.
Yes.